Camille D. Rhonda from New Jersey. How did you get rid of vertigo? I have had this dizziness since the COVID booster. Oh, I talked about vertigo on another radio show earlier today. It can be a curse. That is when the middle ear or the inner ear, either or both, are affected. This is your balance center, and there are bones in your ear, the incus, the malleus, and the stapes that are responsible for hearing. The area that they are in the middle of the ear, have little hair-like projections that are nerve endings that orientate you, to let you know that you're standing or that you're bending over without you being able to open your eyes and see. Have an innate feeling of what your position is. Now, there's also the inner ear, which is your true balance center. There are three bones that are in three different planes. There's one that's flat, there's one that's about a 45-degree angle, and one that's straight up at 90 degrees. Those are also fluid filled, and they let you know the orientation of your head and your body, regardless of whether your eyes are open or whether you can see the environment that you're in. You know your orientation. Well, though that fluid can become infected, it can become too low a fluid amount, it can become too high because it's not draining appropriately, because of, say, you get a sore throat and it blocks the drainage from the middle ear, and the ultimate result is dizziness. Vertigo has two types, basically. You can feel like when you stand still, the room is spinning, or you can feel like you're spinning and the room is standing still. Both are basically just horrible feelings. The treatments include nasal sprays such as Flonase or nasal Cort. And you say, why am I spraying something in my nose? Because my ears are infected, because those two things are intimately linked. Right between your eyes, you go straight back, the eustachian tube is right there. So you're spraying that spray to open up the eustachian tube, which can help drain fluid from the middle ear. And then a non-sedating antihistamine such as Allegra, Zyrtec, Claritin, or Zizal. Antihistamines help decrease the amount of congestion in the ears without taking a decongestant. Sometimes you also have to take a decongestant. So instead of Claritin, it would be Claritin D or Allegra D or Zyrtec D to help with that. And then sometimes in more severe cases, you have to take steroids, either injections or what's called a Medrol dose pack. And that usually will give you some relief. Sometimes you can do absolutely nothing, and 10 days, 14 days later, the situation has resolved. You're saying it has not, since you had the booster, so you need to be actively treated. So follow up with your primary care doctor, your family physician, or your internist, and if not them, an ear, nose, and throat specialist, to see if they can give you some relief, because that is truly, you can't walk, you can't drive. It's a horrible feeling, particularly if accompanied by nausea and even vomiting. So it is a really, really lot of bad symptoms that are not going to kill you. You're not going to have any bad outcomes from it, but it's just a miserable existence to feel that way.